How you doing, guys? I used to hate looking for jobs when I was younger, but at least at the time, you used to be able to speak to somebody. Now everything's online. But for those of you old enough to remember the paper applications, what was the first thing they used to ask you? It's, have you ever worked for this company before? Well, you either did or you didn't. But if you did, what would be the first thing they would do before they hired you? They would check your records to see if you were a good employee, why you left, if you were terminated, and for that matter, what do they want? They want a list of where you used to work. They want to know as much information as they possibly can give. Doesn't always work, but sometimes they want character references. They want to know what past employers have got to say about you before they make the final decision on hiring you. Now, after you leave the job, whether you're terminated by the company's doing or by your own doing, what do they do with your records? No, it's not like they trash your records for obvious reasons. If a company calls a past employer, they obviously still have your records on file. As a matter of fact, for the most part, if they don't keep your files on record, they actually can be fined. So they have to hold your records for an indefinite amount of time. Indefinitely, I don't know, 5 years, 10 years, forever. That's actually debatable how long they can. Watchtower falls under the same category since they are a corporation. They retain records whether you're in the organization, whether you've left it, whether you have no intention of coming back, they do hold on to your records. Technically, the rank and file of Watchtower, the Jehovah's Witnesses, are considered employees. Whether you're paid employees or volunteer, doesn't matter. They still keep hold of your records. So, and why would they do that? Suppose you're DF'd. You say, I didn't like that. I'll just go to another congregation and start over. But what's the first thing that they want? If you show up at another congregation, are you one of Jehovah's Witnesses? Oh, yes, I am. They want your publisher's card and a letter of recommendation from your former congregation. It's not like you can go to another congregation and start over. So whether you were reproved, disfellowshipped, whatever is on your record will follow you from Kingdom Hall to Kingdom Hall to Kingdom Hall. But to say that they don't hold on to any written records, I know firsthand that they do. As a matter of fact, when I was in some years back, the elders felt very comfortable talking to me, and they did admit, yes, we do hold on to records, even if somebody is disfellowshipped. Even if they leave, we hold on to them. And never got to far as how long they hold on to them, but they hold on to them. Well, I did ask the obvious questions. Well, why is that? And they said, well, they may want to come back. Didn't really go into, well, what if they don't? But they would be fined if they didn't hold on to those records. Kind of funny, the real reasons why. So whether you've been disfellowshipped, whatever your record was, stays on your record forever. Matter of fact, they hold you accountable for many years. Matter of fact, for the rest of your natural born life. If you were disfellowshipped 20, 30 years ago, it will still be on your record. So much for being a forgiving organization. Now, the funny thing is, the underlying reason they hold on to your records. To be an NGO member of the United Nations or be an NGO member of the OSCE in Europe, it's not like you're just joining a fraternity. You just want to be part of the boys, joining a club. No. You are obligated to do some things for the organization you belong to, the UN or the OSCE. It's not, Watchtower used the piss poor excuse so we could use their library. Funny, prior to 9/11, when I visited the UN, all I was required to have was my ID. I'm pretty sure that Watchtower can produce their ID. To use a library, to be a member to use their library was bullshit. No. But there are certain requirements that Watchtower and other non-governmental organizations have to follow to be part of the UN. The underlying reasons. If you don't comply with Watchtower, if you don't comply with any major organization in this country, then you would not be a good fit for the elite's new system, of which the United Nations is the muscle for. If you're going to be defiant to a high control group, you would be defiant to the New World Order. They want to know this. So anybody who has left Watchtower, they will, when the time comes, hand your records over. Not just Watchtower, other organizations, many of them as well, will hand your records over to the United Nations, and they will do what they see fit. Many will be sent to re-education camps. Many will probably be interviewed. Maybe they will be deemed no threat, and who knows how far they would go. But that is the real reason that Watchtower and other organizations hold on to your records. So when people call their Kingdom Hall and ask them they want their records, no, they will not give them to you. I don't know what the legalities are, if you can get an attorney to fight for it. I actually am going to look into that myself, because personally, much like Amber, I would like my records stricken from the Kingdom Hall. I would like them stricken from Watchtower. I recall some years back sending a letter of resignation to the Catholic Church. Watchtower was kind of pushing that. You want to get your name off their roster. Okay, that's fine, which I did. But now I would like my name off Watchtower's roster. I do not want to be recognized as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I do not want to be recognized as one of their sheeple, these dumbed-down people that will do whatever the superior authorities say. No, I do my own thinking. I'm my own man. I was never a follower. And once I realized what this organization was, I wanted out. Okay, I am officially out. Yes, they did announce it. Okay, now I want my records out of there. I want them gone. I want to be erased from Watchtower's memory. If Jehovah's Witnesses are shunning me, that's fine. But I wish not to be on file anywhere in that organization, because I will not be going back. However, it's going to be like pulling teeth to get your records, because they will lie flat out to you, which I covered last week. Anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to cover. By the way, just wanted to mention, it is 2 years ago this week I had uploaded my first video. Just wanted to mention that. I'm actually surprised that I'm still out here, but I did want to thank you guys who have been with me from the beginning and who have jumped on board over the last 2 years. Thanks for supporting me. Anyways, guys, I will be back soon. I will talk to you. You guys have a good day.